on, Rangers! Come
I
on, Rangers!
missed the whole game.
A few weeks before Dorking's trip to North Wales to face title chasers Wrexham, we got a call. A call from a documentary team with a far bigger budget than bunch of amateurs. It was, of course, the Welcome to Wrexham producers, who asked if we could let their cameras into the heart of Dorking Wanderers to see what life is like for the real underdogs of the National League. No strangers to shameless self-promotion, both us here at BOA and Marc at Dorking said, "Of course you fucking can." Well, Marc said the fucking bit. Which is why, during training 2 days before the match and during the match itself, the Welcome to Wrexham crew will be shadowing Marc as he concocts a plan to inflict Wrexham's first home defeat of the season. But before that, he really wants to get his fridge fixed.
Who's wrong, mate? We need that fixed, Matt, now, like literally, like tomorrow. I'll get that done in 4 hours. Literally. That's how long that'll take. Literally 4 hours.
You'll just look at me, Marc, while we do it. You don't have to look into the camera or anything like that. And it's just a conversation.
Yeah,
You've done it many times with Rich, so you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'll just try and make it quick so we can open
Don't
the lounge
mate,
back up.
go, it's fine. Don't. This is how we always talk to each other. We're always stressed. Very stressed.
Okay.
I was going to ask you how many roles you fill here.
Yeah, I've done every single possible role in the club, so no one gets away with anything around me.
Can I get 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Like fridges. Like fucking fridges at my work.
Just check out the previous.
2 weeks, imagine that, like fucking, if it's like, you know, right, we're going to kill your wife, if you don't get the fridge fucking fixed in 5 hours, right, someone would fix the fucking fridge. Of course I would.
So have you been manager since the start of forming the club?
Yeah, so I played initially. Right boys, just to be clear, I'm not trying to be trendy with a cap and suit jacket, but my barnet's in the fucking departure lounge, yeah? And I've been at work obviously, do you know what I mean? So I've got no fucking shit in the car, do you know what I mean? Is anyone missing? The plan is absolutely 100% in my fucking head. I've thought of nothing else other than, of all these 23 years, and I'll go, yeah, that was a great moment, that's a great one, that's a great... I've thought straight away, this is a great opportunity for another great moment. And I've had loads of them, and a lot of you have had them with me. This is our next opportunity to go, bosh, how'd you like that? Have a brilliant coach journey home, watch the internet explode about Dorking Wanderers beating Wrexham, because on paper it looks like, you know, fucking David and Goliath, right? Okay, but it ain't nothing like that. From the first game, 65% possession over 90 minutes. That's what it was. 65-35. 65 us, 35 them. Why? Because it's 2-3-5-2s and because we're pretty good at it, to be frank. So I'm going down there, like, honestly, if someone said to me now, I'll take a point, I swear to God I wouldn't. Swear to God. I want to go there and fucking win. We're going to go and get going now, yeah? Let's go. Does anyone fucking listen to that at all? Or not? Jimmy, do you mind just recovering that quickly? Is that all right, Jim? Is that all right, mate? Let it go, Jimmy. Milosh, you having a good night, mate? Did you get pizza? Yeah? Yeah? Friendly club, mate. Give other team tactics. Can't go wrong. Give them wins most weeks. Fucking about fridges. Things that wind me up. General standards, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. You what? I guarantee it's working by lunch tomorrow. That does really make your camera look fucking... Like, fucking, I feel like the lad at school with the shit trainers. Like, fucking, like, you know.
It's really unfair. It's really unfair. I thought so. Spent loads of money on this.
My name is Miloš Balic. I'm one of the producers of Welcome to Wrexham, the documentary series about Rob and Ryan taking over Wrexham Football Club, and I am at the Dorking Wanderers FC today, filming you guys do your thing. I've been on it since October 2020 in Wrexham, so about 2.5 years now. This will be a first for us to see what goes on behind enemy lines. Quite frankly, I have been there longer than most of the team at this point, so I've been there, our cameras have been there since day one for most of the staff and players who've come in over the past 2.5 years, so honestly they're all lovely lads that let us film what's going on every day. Yeah, I have to be honest, Marc just let me write it. I asked and he said sure. So I thought there'd be a little bit more explaining to do, but he was all right with it.
Anything, any outtakes from the session, anything in general, switched on, switched off, interested, not interested, anything at all? Beardy, anything you, must be something you spotted, surely.
The sets, I thought they was really switched on.
Yeah.
They called both teams, and rather go for it twice for both teams, we said like we'll just do the one. And it's interesting with the one of them though, you know the one that Mullen does when he goes around the back and all four go in, and Dan was marking Ryan. It's actually a fucking great corner, but he scored from it twice.
Yeah.
So,
Ran off Dan?
No, for Dan.
So
you know,
good corner for us,
it's a fucking
oh,
good
what,
corner.
yeah, when he scored.
He scored. That's the goal he scored in all the
He
session.
used to do that, Hungerford, didn't he?
This one he peels off around the back, so all
Well,
four
no,
sprint
it's
in, and then Mullen was shooting into the box.
Is this one of those where like you've missed 10 penalties and then some bloke says who's been here 6 months, I used to take penalties, I fucking never missed one.
I've got a long throw. Oh yeah, I've got a
Fucking,
long
you see
throw.
that fucking loads. We want to win down there, obviously, we always want to win, but at the same time, we've got fucking 15 other games. I don't want to be rushing boys back. Do you know what I mean? Mullen spinning behind is a massive threat that we've not spoke about. And you've probably got to build your back three around that threat more than your playing out and your height. All right, good. Breakfast on the bus. You going down night before, Rich? Yeah. Good luck, mate. Fucking don't take your motor, mate. Be on fucking down there. Your motor will be like fucking top of the range.
I never understand what he's got against my car.
What is it?
Hey, he's got a Vauxhall Viva from 1974.
That was my dad's car.
Was it really? In fucking Wrexham, mate. There we go and have a look. He's only got a Vauxhall fucking Viva.
He's got a cassette player, look.
All good, mate. Yeah, fucking ready to go, mate. Just thinking about where we're going to celebrate after. So, can't get me head around what to do. Milios, this lot, Rex, this Milios, they'll be boring. Compared to us, this lot will be fucking boring, mate. Honestly. That pub's the other side of the road, isn't it? I'm going to go over there in a bit after I've done my chat. Yeah, I'm sure they'll let you out. I see it, when I watch their thing, their show thing, I think they dug it up twice and just keep... Oh, really? They had it re-turfed completely. Right, fuck this. It's in enough. 1:15, yeah? Don't be late, lads. Now I look at your equipment, Rich, compared to this lot. I'm looking at some little doper out there. This lot's like fucking movie stars. Right, boys, we'll do our chat now. It's absolutely... and I can tell by your mindset you're in a fucking good place. I can tell a mile off. I can tell it on the bus. I said it to the boys, right? It's absolutely... zero doubt in my mind that we can win today. I wouldn't have accepted a point in advance, not in a month of Sundays. There's zero doubt in my mind. What I'll need is the experienced boys on the side to make sure that we get all those little things right when it gets noisy. That's all we've got to do. Just when it gets a bit fucking noisy and it's 10,000 versus 100 fans, it's just when you need to fucking take a foul or slow things down or whatever it might be. It'll just be those tiny little bits. Because we'll have loads of fucking ball in this game. We'll have loads of ball. We'll have loads of moments. In this 90 minutes, we're going to get loads of moments as well. Right? They've had games down here. Fucking 5-4, 4-3. They've had a lot of games down here that are keenly contested. I don't expect today to be any fucking different. If it is super tight and you've got a choice of trying to find your mate in tight areas or dropping it straight into Harry who's playing in the 10, then just drop it straight into Harry, that's fine. That's completely fine. Yeah, so just play the insurance game when you need to. That's not a fucking olive branch to start. If you play direct against these, you're going to come second, 100%. Remember that. They're going to be 3-5-2. Okay, that's the bottom line. Your press should be so good that they don't want to play the ball. Don't stand off and think, oh, if he bounces him, I'll go and do that little bit there. It's already the situation's already happened. Pop, done. I want us to be man for man, pressing them, man for man. So the only out balls they have are long every time. So Moro, Josh, Mac are really experienced, proper Wanderers midfield. Organise that midfield. Just do your bit as your own little unit. On the ball, we'll have loads of moments in this game. Off the ball, compact as fuck. Okay, at all times. All right, simple. I'm genuinely really fucking confident, like massively, and even more so seeing that pitch. I think we'll dig in today quite a bit. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. I'm really confident. Yeah, win your midfield, win your battles first. Organise your playing out, etc. Your presses together. Okay, have a good warm up, etc. All right, boys.
You always tell me you don't get too high or low, but you must get some level of excitement out of coming here.
Not excitement. I enjoy it. I don't get excited. I'm just thinking about, you want to think about ways you can win the game and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But I definitely enjoy it more coming here than I do going to fucking some of those grounds in Conference South. That's for sure. I do feel optimistic. Somebody said to me after Scunthorpe, they said, yeah, but it's not about worrying about the advantage of the home crowd. It's about turning it against them, which is really ironic because the average football supporter probably goes, duh, yeah, because it happens week in, week out. But where we've come from, there ain't no fucking crowds. So actually, you don't really. We've never had that situation, so you don't really sort of think about it in a playing context. But if you can get a goal or two up on anybody, and there's a big crowd, mate, and frustrate them, and all of a sudden your players are taking more time, and yeah, that can work for you. Do you know what I mean?
Two seasons, I'm a complete tart. I've come because of the Hollywood connection.
Have you really?
Yeah, but although I've lived in the town for 20 years, but it was the last couple of years that's really sparked our interest.
It's in a much better place than it's going. I fancy, going to League Two this season, hopefully. It's a better place than it was 3-4 years ago before Ryan and Rob bought the club. So
look at what they've done to the town. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's what they brought a lot of money to the town, to the club, and things are better now, haven't they? So yeah, it's positive. So I wouldn't call it a circus. I'd call it a positive thing, aye. Obviously,
some people think, Johnny-come-latelys, but overall, obviously, it's great for the club. The more people they can get in the ground.
Yeah, it's positive. You need the fans, don't you, to get the money and move up the leagues. Yeah, without the fans, there wouldn't be a club.
I welcome them all in because, as I say, my daughter's just 4 years followed, and everyone's welcome.
You're expecting promotion. People expected it too quick and too easy. We're not going to do it that easy. No, I'm not even sure if we'll do it this year. We're up there, but we're going to do it 1 year, and that's all that counts, isn't it?
I think we've still got a good chance. Obviously, the 2 games in hand are huge for us. We win those, we're a point clear of county. We just need them to lose and slip up.
Yeah, looking good. Yeah, we're playing poorly and winning, which is always a good sign. If we were at some point county are going to start playing poorly, and let's see if they can win them games. So yeah, pretty happy.
The way we've played the last couple of games, we've sort of ground out wins.
These are the games that, if you want to win the title, you need to be winning though.
I'd expect quite a few goals, because I think defensively there is probably their weak point. So I'm hoping for Wrexham, probably 4-1. Both teams to score definitely today.
Dorking, what do you know about Dorking?
Not a lot, only they're newly promoted this year, and they're like a lot of teams. This is non-league. They're probably an amateur club, not a lot of money going on, but I hope they do well. I hope they all do well. Southend are in trouble at the moment. They're where we were about 10 years ago.
Well, I watch a bunch of amateur. I've watched a series, so I don't know too much about Dorking. Apart from, was it your owner wears his wife's jeans or something.
Whereas you always you'd say.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's always been a well-supported club. We're lucky like that. But obviously, these guys have fetched the money in them there, the sponsorship money and the crowds, the shirts. Everything's on the up, isn't it?
In return for putting 500 quid behind the bar when Wrexham sold out their allocation at Meadowbank, Marc has been invited over to the fan zone, where his supporters are being given lots of free drinks.
Oi, oi. Hello, boys. You all right? Hello, mate. How you doing, mate? You all right? Have a bottle of beer. A little small one.
Good lad.
You all right, mate? Cheers,
Good lad,
mate.
you. Good manager.
Yeah, exactly, mate. I can't sort the hair. Sort the hair.
He's got the chain. He's got a chain. Oh, he said he's got a chain.
Right, mate. Cheers for coming over, lads. Yeah. Love that, boys. Get a beer before the game. The minute you ain't got the ball, Josh, lock on again, yeah? When you have got it, drive, straight lines. Loads of info today. Loads of info, lads. If you're a winger, Briggsy, Bobby, take people on, let them know they're having a fucking hard day. And also, don't let me forget as well to remind about the multi-ball, but also, fucking the toes throw. You've got to hook the ball. He's throwing it from here against Sheffield, mate. I was in the pub, mate, when you done that. Oh, actually was. Are you allowed to have a beer and be on the sideline?
Yeah, mate, you're right.
I'm not even sure the rules. They made me have one of these fucking Wrexham beers. It's fucking hell, like drinking a vase.
It's not due for fucking 6, hasn't it?
No, mate, yeah, I'd have a cup of tea afterwards. I ain't used to going out. Cheers, mate. Have a good game, lads.
It was us, it was the same team of officials, us three, as it was for the Woking game, you know, on that Tuesday night when it was 2-2.
Of course it was.
Same three.
Good game, that.
You alright, wasn't it?
Yeah. Same again. Ref's all right, boys. Ref's a good bloke. Good bloke. One from the Woking game at their place. Nice guy. Carl, keep an eye on us, yeah? Right, we've got to go out in 3 minutes, so listen to me, yeah? All you've got to do is keep your structure to the team. And all you've got to do is work to 100% capacity. Right, we're more than fucking good enough to win here. I've got absolutely zero concerns whatsoever. One might go against us, one might go for. Could not give a fuck. Remember the margins, right? Keeper probably don't want it back under pressure. The pitch is bobbly. Remember the little margins. Bobby, Briggsy, get behind the ball when we fucking need to. One-on-one, be explosive. When you need to slow the fucking game down, talk to each other, slow the game down. Macca, don't let the pivot touch the fucking ball. Used to, man for man. There ain't going to be fuck all in this match. Fuck all. Don't worry about a noise. Fuck all of it. Right? We've had so many fucking good days. We've had so many fucking good days. We've fucking forgotten them. Right? Today can be another fucking great day. And here's the other thing. We've got 90 minutes here. We're in no hurry to win this game at all. Right? Try and turn them around, Macca. Let's go, boys. Come on. Hello, mate. You all right, mate? Hello, mate. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go, eh? Fucking have it! Come on! Good luck, mate.
unlike most games where assistant manager Dino and coach Cole have to suss out what the opposition are up to, today the coaches know exactly what to expect, as both teams are playing their customary 3-5-2 systems. And last time they met, Dorking had a lot of the ball, but Wrexham had all the goals. This time, in front of the biggest crowd Dorking have ever had to deal with, they start off the match as if the ball is theirs, and they don't want the Welsh side to have it.
Set it up! Set it up! Set it up!
There's a certain irony in Dorking opening the match with a series of long throws into the Wrexham box, a tactic that the home side's Ben Tozer is renowned/infamous for.
Same again!
The long throws don't unduly trouble the Wrexham goal. Dorking do, however, keep the ball up the pitch, and they let the would-be champions know that they're up against a side that's come here looking to win the game. A physical opening is punctuated by injuries and knocks. James McShane's is the strangest, somehow dislocating his finger when challenging Jacob Mendy. He certainly deals with his situation better than Andy Cannon, who can't handle being robbed by Harry Ottaway.
What's he done, Macca? Macca! What you done? What you done?
Dorking's start is more offensive than a Croydon knife crime joke, and it continues to lead to long throw opportunities.
Get it. Open up. Here we go. Get out. Here we go.
They're stepping in front of us from the throws. We need to get one in front of them.
Josh Taylor's throws are causing problems, but the loose ball is not breaking to a yellow shirt.
Forward! Forward, Morrow!
Dorking keep the attacks going, particularly down the right-hand side, while Wrexham maintain their defensive shape.
Round the corner, Cedar, round the corner. Round the corner, Cedar.
A skewed clearance from the Wrexham goalkeeper Rob Lainton gives Josh the chance to try tossing the ball in from the left for a change.
Long throw! Briggsy! Long throw!
The throw wreaks yet more havoc, but once again doesn't lead to an effort on goal. Dorking maintain the front foot action until a free kick against that new defender chap halts their progress. Is it progress or progress? It's progress, isn't it?
Fuck off! Fuck off, man! First one was a foul. Sorry to shout, mate. The first one was a foul. The second one was as well, but the first one was.
It's taken over 10 minutes for Wrexham to muster an attack, and when it does finally arrive, it's almost devastating. Paul Mullin's volley flashes across the goal and Elliot Lee slams a header into the crossbar. The missed chance gives Wrexham confidence and rattles the Dorking midfield, who overpress and leave space in front of the defence. Elliot Lee, the son of a Cholton player who scored 2 goals on this narrator's first ever trip to the Valley, fires in a long-range effort that flies past Dan Lincoln and eases the tension that had been building around the Racecourse ground.
Morrow! Pick out 3v3! Go again, loads of time!
The Wanderers respond positively, and with Matt Briggs beginning to show his skill set, there's plenty of hope for the visiting team to cling on to.
Forward!
Sadly for Dorking Wanderers, just as they're getting back on top of the home side, Matt Briggs hits the deck.
What's he done? Briggs, all right or not? Jimmy warming
Jim,
up?
you warm, yeah?
What's he done? His hamstring. Where's Jimmy? You're going on, yeah? You're going on, yeah? Relax, man, relax. Relax. I'm in control. I'm in control. Relax. All good? Settle down. Briggsy, go down when you can. Briggsy, go down. Keep him there, yeah? Keep him there. Just don't rush it. You don't want to know he's coming off.
Jimmy Mewett is coming on for the injured Briggs, but poor Jimmy's living a real-life anxiety dream right now.
Need to hurry up, Jimmy.
Come on, Jimmy, get the trousers off now. You got to get that. Come on, Jimmy, you can do it, mate.
Jimmy, it's loads in this for you today. Come on, mate, it's loads in this for you.
Let's see what he's got, Jim.
Jimmy is as pumped up as Jimmy Mewett can possibly be, and he's keen to show that he's just as much of a threat as Briggsy.
It's all right, Jimmy. Perfect. Do you know what I mean? You're giving the old fist pump to the fucking... Come on.
What he's done is fucking got cross-deflected.
Jimmy, great fucking start, mate.
Having watched Josh Taylor pepper the Wrexham goal with long throws, Ben Tozer steps up to show us all how it's done. Dan Lincoln catches the ball comfortably, but the real challenge here is making sure Dorking can counter, or at least build from the back.
No, don't do it just for the sake of it. Stop head.
Wrexham press Dorking into danger, and Sam Dalby's drive forces a quality save from Lincoln. With half an hour played, things start to get a bit controversial.
Push, that's a push, mate. Push through the back.
It's our ball as well.
It's not Dorking's ball, but it probably was a push.
He fucking pushed him. He fucking pushed him, man. Look, that's why they're going mad.
Andy Cannon has already raised eyebrows with his reaction to Harry Ottaway's legitimate tackle, so perhaps the midfielder should have known better than to pull this trick. Look at how upset Andy Cannon is, and, well, then look at it this way. When Bobby Joe Taylor bursts forwards, he gives the Op Dog a chance to dance through the centre-backs. Harry nearly makes it until a crucial touch from Mendy saves Wrexham. As if to say, how dare you threaten us, Harry, the Red Dragons respond. They swarm Moro in the middle of the park, and it gives Mullen a chance to drive at goal.
Help him out. Good. Not good.
Last season's League One top scorer has little trouble dispatching a shot past the Dorking rearguard, nestling it in the corner as if he were a child in the playground, announcing that, hey, today I'm going to be Clive Mendonca.
Right, listen, nothing's an issue. Nothing is a fucking problem. 2-0 is not a problem scoreline. Yes, it's not ideal. Get your fucking heads up. It's a fucking next goal scoreline. Right? Fine margins. I don't know why we're so out of shape for the first goal in midfield. You do not pass people on. Listen, you've had the lion's share of that half comfortably. But you've just started fucking overplaying and overpressing. Josh, you're trying to press everything. You'll be pressing the tea lady in a minute. And good teams just then start popping round you, right? Just be smart. I think back three, I think we get higher on the strikers, right? Get higher. I think the whole team, we go higher on the strikers and bully them higher, and we let our midfield go and fucking engage their men. At the moment, we're halfway house. Midfielders dropping off 5-10 yards, defenders off 5-10 yards, and we're allowing space, little bits of space. And that's why they've had shots off. That's why they've had shots off. This ain't a problem fucking scoreline. This is like potentially the best day at the office you ever had. That's the way you have to look at it, right? They're not happy with that half. They're not happy one bit. Forget the fact we're at fucking Wrexham, right? Forget anything, right? We're dominating that game till he scores that goal, right? And we're probably on top of the game when they get the second, right? It's just fine fucking margins. Do you know the biggest sign you're out of shape? Do you know the biggest sign? It's because the fucking left and right overloads have started to get on the ball, haven't they? Because all of a sudden you're compensating for each other. I can see what's happening, right? You're overcompensating as a team. So when fucking Josh goes and does the wrong man, his man runs off him, fucking somebody else is tucking in, all of a sudden the fucking right centre half thinking, oh, tight a minute, here we go. Your structure's gone. Get it back. So it's really easy to get back. Really easy to get back. It was fine. Right, next goal's a good goal for us in this game. Yeah? If they get it, don't worry about it. Try and make it 3-3. That's how we play. That's how we play. But what I don't want to do, make sure your body language don't go down. Make sure when Dan gets it, we don't start looking like this or you'll be off in 2 sets. Look for the ball, back three, split. It's there to play every time. It's so easy. Yeah, so easy. Right, keep your standards, right? In football, you have to make great days. We've all been there. You've all had great days, and they fucking happen when you least expect it, right? There's nothing in this game. Nothing in this game except the 2 goals, as stupid as that sounds. All right, boys? Not a bad half. Don't worry about a scoreline.
Come on, boys, come on.
Don't worry about a scoreline. Not a bad half at all.
Wrexham's one of the only grounds we've been to where the opposition fans don't chant, shove your TikToks up your arse at me when I'm changing batteries in the GoPros and such. Presumably because they've got TikTok written on their shirts, so that would be a bit hypocritical. Speaking of their shirts, pretty basic number. Red shirt, white shorts, nothing too complicated there. I wonder if FC football kits would do something a bit different. Come up with maybe some sort of design that would make us a bit more excited. If you wish to be excited by your football kit, try out fcfootballkit.com. Wanderers started strongest in the first half, and this time out they'll need to
switch on! Switch on!
if they're to avoid conceding early. Luke Moore's outstretched leg diverts Elliot Lee's shot around the post as Wrexham forced me to use a cliche that my father would have disowned me for. They're setting out their stall. Sorry, Dad. As has been the case all through this and the last meeting between the two clubs, Dorking have seen plenty of the ball, but are ludicrously susceptible to Wrexham's counter-attacking. Joe Cook's recovery saves Dorking this time.
Let's go! Look to play! What are we doing?
Dorking is setting up for a long ball, and it would appear that that's not something Marc's ever had on the agenda. Wrexham get the ball straight back, and Elliot Lee combines with Max Cleworth to play in Sam Dalby.
My fucking Dan Longfoot! Keep going long for.
Dalby tears into the box from the right flank and fires it goal. His shot clips off the ankle of that defender that's closest to him, which makes it impossible for Dan Lincoln to figure out where the ball's going. Wrexham have an unassailable 3-goal lead.
Joe! Tell him to play! Dan! Play out! Then play out! That is fucking shit. Just kicking the ball back to Wrexham, mate. That's how they wanted to play against them. Kick the ball back to them.
3 goals down with over half an hour to play, Dorking could be facing a cave-in. So Marc's making sure they continue to play the way they would, even at 0-0. 0-0. 0-0.
Bailey! Don't give in! Tell the boys! More out! Keep at it! Keep at it! Get them at it! Boys, have a good finish to the game! Well done, mate, well done. Let's go, let's go. Boys, have a great finish to this game. Little passages, just keep your shape. The overload to left and right. When you get it, don't turn away from it. So we're always using the overloads. The first thing you've got to think is, get it out my feet, where's my left back, where's my right back?
Marc's pep talk has the desired effect. For 20 minutes after the goal, Dorking largely control the ball, and one move sees Seb Bowerman and Josh Taylor work the ball around the left wing. Thing is, they're going to need some stage direction if they're to set up a goal.
Cross the fucking thing! That's an assist! That's an assist!
Seb Bowerman finds himself in possession on the left-hand side and has no idea what he's supposed to do, at least until his manager tells him to cross the ball, at which point Seb picks out the head of one James Andrew Mewett.
Still time here. Still time here. Who scored that? Jimmy. Hey! Next goal! Come on! Josh! Next goal! Come on! Sam! Joe! Come on! Come back. Go and paint Wrexham red.
Knowing that a capitulation now will be detrimental to their title hopes, Wrexham are understandably nervy after Dorking's goal, and the visitors look to capitalise on the hosts' trepidation. Word of the day, toilet paper, eh?
Take him in the box! Run him in! Shoot!
Unfortunately, Dorking's comeback was shorter than Michael Jackson's residency at the O2, and Wrexham spend the final throws of the match, giving Dan Lincoln some extra work to do. Lincoln saves superbly from Dalby, and Ollie Palmer's side foots over, which is fine with us because Dorking really don't deserve to be 4-1 down.
Well done, mate. Good luck, mate, this year. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Cheers. That's well, good game again. Thank you. Good game again. Well done. Well played, mate. We set up a goal kick. We set up a goal kick that we never do. We've gone EFL goal kick. We've all gone high. Dan, I actually think you've had a good game. I think you've had a great game, and it's easy to pick on a keeper. But the football's fine margins, boys. That goal, we've got a massive overload. Back three have turned their back on it. We're walking up the pitch. You know, listen. Listen. I've got to call it as I see it. I'm so pleased with that's 55, 58, 60% possession today, I guarantee you. I've got to call what I see. I thought you'd done so many things well, lads. You're part-time side and you're keeping them off the ball comfortably. And by the way, we've had a bit of bad luck there today. You know, players getting injured, having to make subs after fucking 12 minutes. Two things got to get right. One is the structure of the team's always got to be good. Always got to be good when you play the better sides, especially. And two is you've got to remember their threats. I told you the threat would be playing into them. Their goal was literally exactly what I warned you about. They just want you to play into their overload. They'll win the first, they'll win the second, they score a goal. And Parky was going, brilliant, perfect. Literally biggest. And it is fine margins sometimes. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be 17 years old, new bloke on the pitch, and you say, what are we doing? Nah, fucking split. Keep the ball. We had a messy spell. Do you know what? When we had that messy spell, to be honest to you, the reason we had that messy spell was because we were over chasing the game. Because we knew we'd had a good start and we were disappointed to be a goal down. So the likes of Josh, he will follow the ball like it's got a bell in it. He will try and press everything on the pitch. So I kind of like that. I kind of like the fact you've done that. But what it needed probably is a bit more composure, a bit more look, get the structure. It's only 1-0. So to be honest with you, there's positives for me. I've got to be honest, if I didn't see him, I'd go mad. But I do see a lot of fucking positives there. But I'll say one thing, you have to fucking together get that fucking structure. Get the gear in, boys, it weren't all that bad. Yeah, mate, obviously we've got new bodies in the team now, where we've got boys who've returned, new signings. So there's a sort of a different feel to it anyway. But obviously what you don't want to be is unlucky losers, because you don't win games by being unlucky losers. But equally, I totally agree with you. You've got to take the positives. But yeah, mate, there was, first goal sort of against a run of play, fucking sucker punch. I think it's their first shot on target. And, it lifts 10,000 people. And obviously our boys' heads went down a bit after that goal. Heads went down, they just stopped thinking. They were almost working too hard. And then Wrexham just sort of sat in their structure and just started picking up the ball with space around them, because we had players over-pressing, under-pressing, just chasing the ball, because they knew they had a good start to the game. So yeah, it's annoying, fine margins go against you, third goal's a killer, completely the fault of all the boys on the pitch, going direct from a goal kick when we got a massive overload, and I just don't know what they're thinking, Rich, and I guess that is the levels. That is the levels, mate.
They're obviously an amazing team, so they're up there for a reason. So we know that it was going to be a really tough test today, but we come here with full of confidence. But yeah, obviously each game is different. Each game possesses a different test. So yeah, we have to go into every game with different ideas and different ways they're going to play to try and stop them and the way we're going to put a stamp on the pitch. So yeah, we have to always concentrate on how they're going to try and stop us so that we can play around that.
It's been at least 4 camera crews here today, possibly 5 if I counted that right. Has that affected you at all today?
No, I couldn't give a fuck about that, nah. Not one bit, mate, no. No, it's made my day fucking better, not worse. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's been really enjoyable and a great club, Wrexham.
Yeah, obviously it's great for the whole club that we're playing at stadiums like this in front of teams and fans like this. So obviously gives that little bit extra when you're going out there onto the pitch. So you want to obviously impress as much as possible. But yeah, you try and really take the crowd out of it when you're on the pitch, so you don't really try and concentrate too much on that. But for the club to be playing in these stadiums, obviously we've got Notts County coming up as well soon. So yeah, obviously we try and take that out of the equation, but for the club to be at this level obviously is amazing for the club.
Would you rather Wrexham went up and got out of this division and got out of your way, or would you be happier to come up against them with a stronger side? Let's say you've gone full time.
Yeah, I'd rather rebuild and go again against them. Yeah, because I know what we need to do in this division. I've got no fear. It's our first division year in it, and our expectations are so fucking high, aren't they? It's our first season in the league, literally, and some of these teams in this division have been here fucking 10, 15, 25 years. So I relish the chance of being comfortable in the league and then rebuilding for next season. I think it would be definitely a different outfit completely. And that's how it always is in that first year. Consolidate, then go again.
Well, Tony's been around the game for so long. He understands football down to a T. I mean, he's played at near enough the highest level that you can play at. So yeah, he's a brilliant player. So he's adapted so well. And obviously all the other lads that have come in as well. Cookie has only had a couple of games since he's been back from his loan permanently. So,
Moro, fucking come on, man.
Oh, you're literally going to stop my interview?
I'm fucking a priority. Can he wait?
You're done anyway, so we got lucky there. Fucking hell.
You want this, Moro? You got one.
You played it right, Moro?
Cheers, mate.
I thought we had a really good game.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't show that bit, because I'll get battered. Yeah, that'd be your best bit on my interview, wouldn't it?
There's never a fucking dull moment. There's never a dull moment of us.
If you really enjoyed this episode, like all of our episodes, you can get longer versions over on Patreon. I can't say it today. Subscriptions start from just £3 a month. You get loads of extras and extra interviews and stuff like that. Otherwise, hit the like button, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. Blimey.